Welcome everybody to Duel Links Team Wars. I am your host, DrkNFear, alongside AndyTsang.
What's good, everyone?
Heck yes. Tier 0 versus Sensei. Seems like this is gonna be a nice battle. Already starting off Jason Snowman.
Looks like Blue Eyes, which is pretty expected after like how many like streaks it had last week.
Yeah, it's a really just all around.
Well, actually, no, it's the other way around. Snowman is playing the Blue Eyes, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Here, I'll beat that real quick.
So Sarah is, I think, the only main relevant skill Sarah has at the moment is like level tuning, which would be really bad because that means that Jason's hand is just like
right, just having a
like unplayable.
Oh, triple set back row, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Play this time.
Well, I mean, it's not an amazing hand from Snowman either, actually, right? Like it was even without the book, without the Book of Moon, it would have just been like Dragon Spear at set 3, an attack. Jason going for a safe play here.
Also Nastin and the Dark Lord deck.
Yeah.
He's already got some way to float out of it, whatever situation is about to be.
So that means that his hand before the banishment was Nastin, Tez, and Nastin, right? Nastin, Tez, Contact. No? Yeah. Nastin, Tez, Nastin. Right?
Not too bad.
And then he added Contact? No, he added Tez. That was Nastin, Contact, Nastin. Okay. Yeah. So he's going for the search here. Already has the Tez. Playing around Tretch. And then getting the negate as well.
Right, the spirit's already out, so now he doesn't really vanishing. Getting it back.
Yeah.
Book of Moon.
Yeah. Kind of has to book here just so that he can top deck outs like a 2. Like if that Dragon Spear dies, really he pretty much has no top decks. Since he was able to keep it alive, he can top deck stones or sage or like even a Blue Eyes. The only thing is that likely like among the sets is like cards of consonants. So if he does draw a sage or a stone, he'll be really in a really good spot. Ooh, that's a really bad draw.
Nothing more back row. What's going on, Manny? We got Pudding in the house. Really taking his time to think, okay, he just wants to get rid of it right now.
He has to.
This will be the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. This is...
Now it's basically playing off the top for both of them.
Well, Jason doesn't have, his Contact is in the graveyard now. So...
Oh yes, wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That is...
So he has a lot fewer topics than normal. I don't think he's playing Amdesk either because usually it's between second Nastin or yeah, there's a consonant.
Uh-oh, this is not looking good anymore. Did he set Snowman Eater? I don't think so. He summoned Sage with the eyes of blue and he's gonna get another stone.
Yeah. Pretty much the only thing, like if
double cards of consonant, just in the benefits.
So I would say that. Oh my god, he just straight up drew alternative and Blue Eyes. Wow.
That is.
On the bright side though, like the last back row is likely not live. So if he like, there's like scenarios here where like he could have drawn like sticker share, and then if he draws the other piece, or if he draws Banishment or Ixchel to get the other piece, he could still very much be in the game.
Yeah, that's like just off that alone. Like he's getting access to a synchro, and he's looking at two big bodies coming out on the field at the end of the turn.
Well, but like if he can resolve stick share,
that would be
depending on if he's playing usually they play the butterfly, so he'll be able to pop the back row, which is likely dead. And then actually, if the back row is ancient rules, that could be a big problem. He can survive. He'll gain life. So actually, no, it'd be exact game.
I was just
Yeah.
going for the.
Yeah. Like the back row can only be like Book of Moon or like another continents or something like that, right? Or like Dead Treacherous, also an option. But there is definitely a world here where like Jason can draw into like Stick Chair. Like that's pretty much his only outs now.
This is that moment where you gotta hope that he gets it.
Is it? And then his entire Dark Lord engine is dead, right? Because usually this version plays like 1 contact, 2 Nastin, or like 1 contact, 1 Nastin, 1 Amdusk, and all those cards are in the graveyard, so he can't really reset. Yeah.
We're just
Are we gonna discard heads here to go for the draw?
Yep.
Yeah. If he has one of the pieces already in his hand, it's like not a bad chance to draw into it.
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, there's the stick.
There goes the scepter. Shows.
Is there a chair though?
Is there a chair in his hand? There is a chair.
Yeah,
in his
he drew into stick chair.
Oh.
Like those were the 2 cards he drew off. Yeah.
Right. So he's
going for the tag out right now. He's doing this now because he doesn't want the effect to get negated by the set Dark Lord Sanctified.
Again, that is
But if he had a Dark Lord card, or if he drew one right here, then he could use it. But otherwise, yeah. There's some type of delay, so if there's still a could just be sanctified.
Drawing in more cards. Let's see. That's to.
I mean, it would be Ray. Right? Utopia, right? Yeah. The only thing is, like, with I think the opponent has some type of delay.
Oh, he's gonna go for the MST right now.
Yeah.
And it was a
it was dead. Like it could only be Book of Moon, otherwise it was dead. Yeah, this is game. Wow.
Jesus.
So yeah.
So
He pretty much killed himself there by attacking with the Spirit Dragon too, right? Like, there's a couple of things he could do differently. He could have not attacked with Spirit Dragon. He could have also summoned the 2 Blue Eyes monsters in defense. So there was a bit of a throw here.
And yeah, in retrospect, maybe he just wasn't thinking.
You can say that. You can argue that Jason got lucky, but this is like
it's a
something
situation
that you
really
played around, right? Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Utopia Ray just really valuable in this deck because you can really control like
where
your life points are gonna be.
To trigger the effect. Yeah. It actually happens so much. Like I remember when I first was playing with this deck, like before the ban list, I was like, oh, like Utopia Ray, like it's like cool, but it seems kind of gimmicky.
It's cool, but it's exactly.
One of my teammates, Nifis, was just like, no, you have to play Utopia Ray. It just randomly comes up, and I'm like, really? So I tried it. I'm like, man, you're right. This like now that I put it in, I do make it a lot. Yeah.
Comes up. This deck has shown me that how often that card can come. So Jason,
yeah. I mean, the other thing about it is like, because like you can say, oh man, he drew Stick Chair, that's so good, right? But if you think about it, all of his Dark Lord engine is in the graveyard. The only way that he can't force himself down to trigger Utopia Ray. The only way he could have resolved that is by the opponent playing exactly the way they did, putting him at 500 and summoning monsters in attack position, right? So it's like, as good as he drew, it's a misplay, right? Like, yeah.
In retro, see how it all played out, and you're like,
yeah, like
I could have just put him.
He only has one win condition, and you gave it to him. Yeah, looks like they repeated as well. Yeah. Sometimes I troll my teammates when they detach Utopia first for the effect of Ray. I'm like, wait, you need it as material.
There goes that alternative again. Oh no, this ultimate.
Oh wow, Jason hard break this time, right? He just straight
I
up
think
pass
the
turn
play
one.
this time.
Mhm,
The
yeah.
other time was just a slow start, but yeah, this time he's
Oh my god, is
yeah,
that?
ultimate blue eyes.
To be
Anime
fair, the opponent's
moments.
hand is not great either, right? Like it's literally like
Yeah,
stone
all
triple
blue
blue
eyes.
eyes.
It's just that
Yeah.
he bricked harder. He can't even
Realistically, if
make a
like
play.
Jason had like had anything close to playable, or even like Book of Moon, he probably wins this game right here.
Talk about a bounce back right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. 1-1. Second. All right, let's go.
Man,
What's
those hands
going
were
on,
like
Frieza?
even the game he won, like the hand was like extremely bad. Oh, it's
Yeah.
blue eyes mirror now. But that's like one of the things with Seraph Dark Lord. It's just like it helps a little bit with the skill to like give you some synergy with the scepter, but like the deck has so many cards that aren't starters just because of how many of the starter cards on Dark Lords that are hit, as well as just like half of the stick chair engine being like not standalone cards, right?
You have to draw them all.
Yeah.
I was playtesting the deck the other day because I haven't really messed with Dark Lord. Oh, and yeah, that was one thing I noticed, that I'm like praying, hoping I draw like something playable.
Yeah,
But it's so good when it
it's
goes
like
on.
like level tuning. I think it makes like stick a lot better by itself, but it doesn't do anything to fix the chair hands. Right?
Yep, exactly. Blue Eye is gonna come out here.
And Dark Lord is actually hey Frieza. Dark Lord is actually like a pretty intricate deck in my opinion. Like it's I remember when like the deck first came out, and a lot of people felt like it was like a super linear deck that always that, like lost to water stuff like that. But I actually like, in my opinion, it never really did. Like it's always about how you, just about like how you play. Like you would always see like the better Dark Lord players. They would never like straight up lose to a wall of disruption or anything with Dark Lord, just because like they would set up a way to like reestablish the board, get rid of, clear your own cards.
Back in the day, you could just tribute off and just start up the engine again. So you
Yeah, yeah. The deck was super resilient when you had multiple contacts and sanctifieds.
yeah,
Like even like Cosmic Cyclone or DD Crow wouldn't be too big of a deal.
yeah, just disruption was the problem because you just float into a Dark Lord, play around all the traps, and that's kind of what you see going on within this meta. Is just to a lesser degree.
Yeah, because the cards are hit, it's a little more fragile. Well, it's a lot more fragile, but like it can still do what it used to do. But it's just no longer worth it to play like 20 Dark. Well, that's a really bad trick because I feel like I would just let it get managed.
Maybe he's not seeing any toggles. Then
because he just
there you go.
For sure, because he just he activated Melody and he discarded the bad stone, right? So like, you know he has two blue eyes in hand and he has alternative. That's good. So he's setting the other back row because he wants to check for delays. If he sees another delay, he might not commit the alternative because he's afraid of a second treacherous. But probably seeing that there's no delays, so that
another treacherous.
No, it is a second treacherous.
Yeah,
because he decided.
Yeah, just walked right into it.
I take it back. I take it back. Is my mic bad today?
I don't know. I feel like you sound fine. I actually have a limiter on you, so you're not like distorting. Yeah, so it's good.
It's good? Okay.
It's good.
It's good.
Dude, okay, so he's gonna have
So this is probably gonna be the treacherous
another.
here, yeah.
Alright, everybody's just falling down.
So it's turn 3 and we've seen 3 treacherous activated.
Jeez.
That's pretty much the format though, so can't really complain too much.
Bunch of holes.
Mm-hmm. So the last card in his hand we know is Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? Which means that he doesn't have a lot of top decks, right? Yeah. So this is gonna be Twin Burst right here. And then actually I don't think he has any top decks.
Believe you. Oh, that was last turn. All the other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I have that. Treacherous trap hole voice lines win. Alright, why don't they have voice lines for like the meta stuff? People play a bunch of it, it's like on the popular cards list.
To be honest, I think like committing the alternative is still correct because like you've already seen one of the treacherouses.
Yeah.
Only like the chance that it's the other one is pretty low. And if it's not, then you can just go in with alternative and you can just pop his monster, attack with Blue Eyes. It's still a pretty, and you still have treacherous as well. It would be a totally different game, right? Because then he wouldn't be able to force the treacherous with the stone. So yeah.
He just wanted to establish board. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, he did walk into the stretch. It's one of those situations like, do I want to risk it or not?
I definitely would have fused there because you know his hand card is Blue Eyes, right? So he has like no real top decks.
Take his
He's
chance
definitely
to
giving him a
aggress.
chance here by not using Tretch. By not fusing. Because like if you think about it, right? Like if his hand card is Blue Eyes, then like Sage is dead, Stone sucks to draw. Ancient Rules doesn't do anything, right? Like you can definitely pressure him, and then, like if he draws anything that's not like a playable card, he'll just like lose. His best draw is probably a second Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? Or the third Blue Eyes, I should say.
There goes the card to consonant. Right on time. Already got the tuner on the have an alternative.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's just going. The kid. Gonna summon the spirit and banish the back row. Card to consonant. Into the poly.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any way to get punished for attacking last turn with the Twin Burst. Maybe he didn't remember the hand card. That's possible, but yeah, he ends up winning, so it doesn't matter in like the grand scheme.
Fortunately, like plays a match, kind of.
Well, I mean, Jason basically got Tretch twice on his first turn, right? Like,
Yeah, that is not something to easily
although like
come back.
the first Treacherous is like very debatable in my opinion. But I guess it makes sense if he was using it, because like he used it to force the tag out so that he could resolve the second one, right? Yeah. But the difference in like hand quality was just like very apparent.
Bam. Chris going.
And so we'll see what they use as a Dark Lord counter, as a Blue Eyes counter. It's like Ubel.
See what this sends up me.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm curious. They have my interest. So
It is Thunder Dragon.
probably Allured by Dark. It's either like, so when you see Thunder Dragon with Ubel, it's either Allured by Darkness or it's Fiend Farewell. Especially with the 30 cards. But that could still be either or.
That is true. I haven't really
You should probably need to update the names as well.
Hating it.
This is very standard bouncer. Oh, actually, no, it's a little bit of a variation. Not using the level dupe. I'm not. I'm super high. He doesn't have level dupe, so
No level
he doesn't have
dupe
level dupe.
plays.
Yeah, so he has to make it without the aloof. Wow. This is really like the story of this team, like of Blue Eyes and Team Wars. Is like either your hand is just like set stone, set like Tretch Pass, or it'll be like Summon Sage, Consonance, Melody,
Yeah, just
Spirit
going
Track.
off.
You know, like yeah, exactly.
The big early game or the really slow like build up to set up
Yeah,
the board. Yeah.
it's because Blue Eyes, they play a lot of cards that are relatively situational. Like for example, Consonance, it works with Sage and it works with Stones, right? But it doesn't work with any other card in the deck. So yeah,
I think that's why
you can see even here, even after resolving double Consonance, because of like the awkwardness of his hand. Like he has one Blue Eyes from searching off the bad stone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So with the awkwardness of like how he drew, he's still not able to make a play, even though there's only like he's already seen half the cards in his deck.
You just gotta wait for that slow starter where you just gotta wait for it to come out, and then next turn you can follow up.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
Thunder Dragons are known to just kind of
Ancient
explode
Rules,
as
yeah.
well.
I was actually about to say Ancient Rules is another one of those cards that like only works with like 4 cards in the deck. So like if you have it with like those cards, it's really good, but otherwise it's really awkward. Like, it actually doesn't do anything.
It's like those factors that contribute to like the bricks in the early games.
It looks like he is going to commit to the synchro. But he does have a synchro play. Thought for a very long time about it.
Sure, Jack.
Yeah. He's going to end with double Blue Eyes as well. He's going to have to... Actually, he won't have to tag out immediately because of... because there's not like 3 Light and Darks in the group. But, yeah. So one thing about this version of what am I talking about?
Talking about dragons.
Of Thunder Dragon, yeah. This version of Thunder Dragon is that it plays a lot more defense. Like you can see, like a lot of like the 20 card level dupe Thunder Dragons. They usually like if it's 20 cards, they're usually just playing like the 20 core engine cards. If it's 21, maybe they check like a Cosmic Cyclone, and then if it's like 22 or 24-ish, maybe they're playing like some number of hand traps. Yeah. But when it's like 30 card Allured by Darkness or 30 card Fiend Farewell version, they're playing a lot of hand trap because it's very similar to Destiny Draw where they rely on their skill to let them resolve cards. Okay, yeah. So now he has 3 Light and Darks in the grave that Azure is going to have to tag out, and looks like he did not. So this is the thing, this is very smart. He tribute set because if Snowman's toggle was on auto, he would not get the delay to tag. He would not get a prompt to tag out into Azure Eyes. So by tribute setting, he's forced. He forced his opponent to, like, I think.
He's turning this into a game of reaction.
Have a heads up play, and because he didn't, he's able to resolve this Levianeer and not and pop all of his monsters pretty much.
He can't even tag out. Well, even if he did tag out in this situation, the Bouncer has him, but the Levianeer's about to resolve as well, so it's gonna catch the dragon.
Well, yeah, I was about to say like the stretch is probably gonna be His best play here is probably to Tretch for sure the Bouncer, and then probably the Levianeer, just because the other monster isn't doing anything this turn, and then not use any of his Spirit Dragon or Dragon Spirit effects. Because if he uses either of them, he'll lose all 3 of his monsters.
Yeah, really sneaky move right there to get that Levianeer out there and just lock him out of the play. So yeah, he got treacherous, but he got rid of some really crucial monsters in that trade-off, and he has the
Gold Sword.
sarcophagus.
Gold Sword.
Would you come
I don't
look
think
at
this
this?
leads anywhere though. Like you
Search
add
into-
Duo or Hawk, and then that's it, right?
Got a healthy graveyard. Yeah, you can do stuff with.
Oh no, he can Duo, Banish, Roar, and then Roar will float in something. But because he tribute set, like he will, oh, he's not even gonna banish the Roar. Right, he used the Roar effect, yeah.
Going to go into.
Is this not?
So he does have the big.
He's forcing the tag out here because he doesn't want his opponent to have a fusion play on the following turn.
Possible. None of that.
Yeah. That was pretty fast. He might have hard drawn into. And the third was. You can smell it. Actually, does he have? No, he doesn't, right? He has the other two are in the grave, I'm pretty sure. So he only has the one in hand.
Let me double check. Got the spirit. Yeah, he's got one other one
Yeah.
in here, yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sark is actually getting used properly. It should be added to his hand next turn.
Yeah, but it's Dragon Dark. It's not a very high impact card.
Oh, duh, that's right.
He needs. So right now, it's a little bit of like a. Oh my.
Oh, really?
Or is this Chaos Sorcerer? This might be Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay,
yeah, Chaos Sorcerer.
Definitely not a bad.
Yeah, especially since we've already seen the treacherous. This is gonna resolve. This might be game actually, right? Because his graveyard has Duo and either a light or dark. No, it's Gold Sark, right? Actually, that's the second card.
Going to exceed into.
No, but he can
M7.
bounce back the Hawk, and then he can tribute the Hawk over whatever his monster is, or he could just use the Hawk, right?
Yeah.
the obvious better play.
Easy money. So you're just gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can't block everything.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Chris just gonna come in and take that one. Just some quick back and forth going. That's gonna knock
So the thing
Snowman.
about Fiend Farewell is it's because it only sends the what's that thing called, the Chaos Betrayer? It's cool for a rank 6, but otherwise it's not doing a lot, like because you're not playing Eclipse Wyvern and stuff, so it doesn't really get you like Levine or the big blowout plays.
Yeah.
And then like it's pretty reliant on Roar actually, but
You have to set it
it's
up
alright.
first.
Yeah.
They can't really clutch you any.
I haven't tested the two versions that much during this format, so maybe it's good. We'll see. Yeah.
This is actually my first time seeing that in action. So
The Fiend Farewell? I mean, he didn't reveal the skill this game, so we still don't know which version it is. Both of them are extremely powerful. The Allured by Darkness is really strong when it goes off, but because of how strong it is when it goes off, and how like inconsistent the hands are for a 30 card deck, the opponent will usually like never let it resolve. They'll rather give you turns than let it trigger. So yeah. I feel like it would be Allured just because with Fiend Farewell and the Chaos Betrayer, I would probably be playing Charge of the Light Brigade, right?
yeah, like
Yeah, just because you could mill Chaos Betrayer with the exactly. Yeah.
so many games get ended because of that open charge.
Yeah, I mean, with either of the 30 card versions, opening charge and am I really that echoey?
Andy casting out of the bathroom.
With either of the with either of the versions of the 30 cards, opening charge and Legionnaire is like very low. It's a much lower chance than the level dupe 20 card or like 22 card versions.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. Huh. This with you say probably either Dark Lord or Thunder Dragon, but would you really send Thunder Dragon Mirror, right?
Hey, if they wanna leave it up to the old coin toss.
I mean, is there really no better answer to Thunder Dragon than Thunder Dragon? Like,
Ties that binds your Senju.
it's behind you, say.
So
Yeah, it is. It is Dark Lord. Yeah.
oh yeah, he does.
So
have
level tuning is
10.
something that became really popular after last week. Before that, I don't think it was really used. But the reason why level tuning is good is because it gives you a lot more. Like it's kind of like beatdown, right? Like it takes the role of beatdown where it's like a one-time huge push, but in this version it has a lot more synergy with the rest of your deck because it gives you like a way to make plays with the Seraphs even after you already have a board presence. And of course you can still like win with Utopia Ray.
A great replacement. Later.
Yeah, like it doesn't make up for the consistency, but it gives you a little more power. Yeah. So using the Am desk here to get back the Sanctified and get another monster into the grave. Kind of surprising that he didn't like special the Am desk and then yeah.
Alright, so I can just get that vote.
Oh no, he paid already. Yeah, searched. Yeah, okay.
Alright, aloof. No, not as scary without. Okay, so.
Yeah, aloof definitely like a lot worse without the Yeah, but this version is not meant to like kill you in one turn. It's much more of like a grind deck. Like you rely a lot on the floating of the Thunder Dragons.
Gating aloof.
Like he will likely just like activate the Hawk, summon the Dark, and that's probably the end of his turn. Like we won't be seeing any like Adrius or any like Volcasaurus stuff. Yeah. And like aloof is good in this version in a different way. It won't be relevant here because he has nothing banished, but so aloof in the other version is really good because you can make like the Fairy Knight or like M7 or Bouncer with it with the level 2. But in this version it's good just because it's another like it's a starter that also floats, right? So we don't know if he's playing Allured or Fiend Farewell yet. We don't know for sure. I would say it's Allured, but anyways, like my point is that just being another monster that can float and keep your card advantage up, especially like if you have Spirit Karibos or something banished, is really good because it ensures that you can see, you can trigger your skill.
Definitely, yeah, that is. So much love in the chat. So he's gonna summon both chairs, pretty much all the living room furniture on the field right now. Oh. Wait.
Sorry. I'll stop talking.
Yeah, so he's gonna add the Tez to his hand.
If he has Contact or Banishment in his hand, this could be a Utopia Ray play. Actually, no, it can't. Because Utopia Ray needs 3 lights.
Oh, true.
But it can still
true,
be
true.
Yeah, he can still try to go for lethal here, yeah.
What's going on, my son? Yeah, going for something.
Yeah. That was something that I didn't realize about Utopia Ray until like I started playing this version. Is that you can't make it without the Seraphs because it needs three level 4 light monsters. Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna summon the Overgrowth and bounce it. Guess right, just take it off the field so it can't float.
Mm-hmm. This is no longer lethal though. So he's probably not going to go for it anymore. No, he didn't even attack. I guess he is afraid of Fiend Farewell.
Oh, true.
I don't know. I think with Fiend, like you have to be playing the charge skill, right? You have to be playing the charge light brigade.
I think it's the
like
allure.
Fiend Farewell and Allure. So Fiend Farewell is actually pretty cool because like it gives you like kind of like a burgeoning Whirl Flame type of card, but actually generating a monster on the field in addition. The problem with it is that you really don't want to draw the card that you send.
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah, like it really does nothing in your hand.
I've never seen builds like that. Is it something that you hope you don't throw it, or you...
Chaos Betrayer?
Yes.
I think the most commonly I see people playing 2. The reason being that you really don't want to like if you draw the 1, you don't want your skill to be dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really weird because like you don't really need the second one because the first one will always go back to the graveyard with M7 effect when you detach it as an Xyz material.
Oh,
also, like because we saw Chaos Sorcerer the previous duel, I just don't think that he would be playing Chaos Sorcerer and Chaos Betrayer, right?
Honestly, we have yet to see. I have not seen any of that. But then again, Galv is playing around it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna drop the Tez. Yeah, he doesn't want to. Tank is, if I'm mistaken. He's waiting for that. He's waiting for that big play.
Well, he's. I'm pretty confident that he's just going to. If he does anything, he'll just he'll summon back the Ixchel first and leave the negate for last. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's bringing out the Bouncer.
Oh, so yeah, this is going for Bouncer.
So okay. He's gonna do it anyways.
Oh my god, yeah. So maybe he used that in the incorrect order. Like maybe he should have chained to summon Ixchel, and then he could use the Tez here, because now he's gonna lose everything, yeah.
That is rough. And he's gonna have another one as
well. And the Chaos Sorcerer.
And
or the duo, I guess, yeah.
That's rough. Chris gonna take it.
And Chris really making this deck look good.
Hey.
And the crazy thing is, I don't even think we've seen a hand trap out of him yet.
I want to say we saw your creep.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
Alright. Wonder what his second. I've yet to see any deck that's brought out Necrovalley to do.
I think Necrovalley in general has fallen off a lot just because the only deck that can really use it is Water. But then it's like Blue Eyes is so popular and Water is is pretty meta right now.
Taking his sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, back on the table. Let's begin.
Is this repeat or no? It might not be, just because they only have one left. Yeah, they're not repeating it. I wouldn't either. Just it's too early to use both, or it's too risky to use both early.
Definitely, let's keep it on the back burner for something even important.
Yeah. Second deck, it looks like a mirror match.
Goes on.
Just because Onomot tends to be 20 cards, just because of how important Trunade or like semi-limit in general is to that deck.
This one getting a more aloof this time. No worries about it getting negated this time.
Yeah. But overall, the aloof is not that strong in this version because they're not. The other version, it's a lot stronger because you end on Bouncer plus the floater. Here, it's just Bouncer with aloof, and aloof can still float, but it's just adding back Dragon Dark to your hand, which is like much different than than if it was adding back a roar or something, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not intense as intense.
It's still pretty good because if you add back the dark, you can discard it on your opponent's turn, and then you'll be able to have the fodder in your graveyard. Yeah.
Hey, the Loof is a good dog. Human voice ink, not the Japanese. Japanese sounds like a grown man going to summon his Aloof.
Does he really?
Yeah, he sounds way older. Definitely more not as kiddish as like the young English version. Have yet to see taking it. Right, okay.
Well, it's important for him to decide what to banish because he probably won't be able to banish. Like, we know he has Dark in his hand,
Yeah.
but if he has Roar as well, it's important for him to decide what he banishes because he's probably not going to be able to banish the other one because of Bouncer.
Right, he's chill. Right, yep. So he's only gonna get the second. Dragonhawk.
Yeah.
Gonna be adding that so he dragon roll.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's trying to get the floater on the field. The other thing is like the level dupe version. It is 22 cards, so he might be playing some number of like hand trap tags, but it's definitely much lower generally than usual. So he probably needs this just to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, dragon roll definitely. Probably has both roar and Dark in hand, so Sakura. Gonna summon the dragon dupe.
We have not seen any hand traps from Chris yet.
gonna be Thunder Dragon.
Mhm. So here's one of the things of Thunder Dragon without level 2. It's a lot harder for them to establish, for them to like clear their own boards, right? Because because before like you could like level 2 and then you could just exceed and then tribute summon, but here he's kind of awkward because even if he had a level 6, then he could tribute summon to exceed into something.
Yeah,
But right now he just has a 4, an exceed, and an 8, so he's not really going to be. Yeah, he's kind of waiting for his board to get cleared. Of course, this version of Thunder Dragon is a lot more grindy. It's not as it's not as reliant on like killing your opponent right away, so that might not be too big of a deal.
Having this other Luffy's gonna put a certain Thunder Dragon card, and is he gonna get the negate?
Is it worth it to negate this now? I feel like it might not be worth it. But the thing is, if you don't negate it, you're gonna get you're gonna lose to the Fairy Knight. I don't know the Inganar, right?
I don't.
Yeah, I think he needed to negate that actually, because now he can level dupe the aloof into a 6. He can go into Fairy Knight, bounce everything, and then he'll be able to summon ideally 2 bodies to try to go for game. But
That I didn't know playing that. That's crazy.
yeah, he's going for it. So this card's really cool. It's from the new box, and it's also one of the reasons Necro Valley is not as good anymore, because and you can't even negate it because it doesn't, because your opponent cannot respond to the actual effect. Yeah,
that is insane.
It looks like we are gonna say hand trap though.
This is the monster version.
There goes the
first
This
hand.
is so bad. He gave him Allured by Darkness too. This is really bad for Gao.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is Allured.
Anime stuff right here. First time seeing the skill.
Veil is a pretty awkward card in this deck because it's pretty much only good if you trigger the skill. No, if it triggers the skill for you. If you're only taking like 600 damage and you summon, it's really weak.
In both circles.
Mainly because it's also not a lighter dark. But I guess that's not as important when you're not playing Charge of the Light Brigade, because like you're not relying on like milling lights and darks, right? You're just like drawing, and he plays a second rank 4. He made Direwolf the other game. Yeah, my bad. Okay.
Back the. Well,
he might have a. Seniyov might also have a hand trap here though. Just because like he is playing 22 cards. Like the bare bones minimum Thunder Dragon deck for level dupe is already 20 cards, right? And that's already cutting one of the Dragon Roars to 2. But he does have a second monster try to push for lethal. Ideally, this is not Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah.
That's a big push right here.
Oh no, it's duo from yeah.
Big damage.
Yeah.
Versus going in with the Thunder Dragon. Upright. Well played. We finally know. So it's not the allure of darkness.
No, it is the Alert of Darkness.
I'm sorry, alert.
He triggered the skill and then didn't use the card. Tech W.
It's the biggest plot twist of. Yeah, so we also read studies on Bell. That was definitely not one of the traps I expected. I even heard some people talking about possible.
I think someone did mention Veil in the Twitch chat, but yeah, it's definitely not extremely common. Like for the reasons I said, where like it can also just not really contribute to your mills or anything. Yeah.
Fantasy looking good. Does he play Sark and Charge? Have not seen Charge or Light Brigade. We have seen Sarcophagus.
I assume he's playing double gold Sark. Like his deck seems very much built to just grind with to just grind your opponent down with like hand traps and floaters, and then you drop the Legionnaires on them after. So for example, right, like you see the 3 Light and Darks in the grave, and then you tag out into Azure Eyes, but then they just don't drop the Legionnaire because you can't kill them anyways through the through whatever hand traps they have, and then they can drop it on you the following turn.
Actually, super
Genius.
strong.
Yes, big brain. Yes.
Big brain. the big brain.
Yeah.
It's all in the defense, really. Catching them. You can't really. You have to always expect hand trap. I know it's in your hand unless you.
Yeah. Like I actually think the play that Gao went for was correct. Just try to go for game, and then because he hasn't shown us any hand traps before, right? So.
Does it look?
There's nothing really like. I think so, just because like if you like Destiny draw for Legionnaire is like okay, but then if you don't have setup in the graveyard, it's kind of bad. Whereas like a Lord can get you to Legionnaire, and it also triggers an effect, right? So it's actually like it's a huge power play in the deck. I feel like when I was testing it like a couple months ago. Haven't tried it recently though, so I can't say for sure. Okay, so they're sending Blue Eyes, which is interesting because they sent this deck to counter Blue Eyes, right?
Go ancient rules right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. Brick Eyes incorporated. They can.
Oh wow.
There
That's
you have
extremely
it.
weak hand. Yeah.
You don't want to end with
But you know,
anything.
it is
Definitely don't want to
30
start
card
with
deck over here on
that.
Chris' side, right? Like he might not have a starter. We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Life hands you bricks, build a house.
Well, his hand's not necessarily a
And
brick.
now
Like we saw before, he's playing a lot of hand traps,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's great.
Well, we don't know if it's gonna be a lot, but we saw at least the veil.
It's
And I would assume all of one hand trap.
Does he have hand traps in his hand or does he have bricks in his hand?
Yeah.
Interactive duels. I pass. No, you pass. On to make ult.
Yeah. His having the extra turn really saved him. Drew the sage into the stone consonants.
Yeah, it's really good actually. They have,
Mhm.
I guess, he Dragon Spirit here. He has a search at the end of the.
Yep.
Re-bricked. I know. First Necro Valley we've seen.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why they send it in, because it is playing Necro. That makes sense.
All right, another tuner.
Yeah. I imagine he's not playing actual outs to Necro Valley in his deck.
Yeah, he has outs.
Like his outs would be like Diamond Direwolf, not like actual main deck
Oh, yeah,
outs,
yeah.
right? Like you can like Fairy Knight is an out, but without level dupe, it's a lot harder to make. Like I can't imagine how he could make Fairy Knight without like Chaos
Oh, yeah,
Sorcerer, which he
there's
also
definitely-
cannot summon here, right?
Yeah, Fairy Knight would be extremely strong, right? Blow everything out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairy Knight
Yes.
actually, like, I think put the Thunder Dragon deck in a much better position to OTK, because then you can pretty much just make it with Aloof and like any Chaos monster in addition to that is game through Necro Valley. That's why I think Necro Valley dropped off a lot in play even versus Thunder Dragon. Not attacking here doesn't want to give him a Lured by Darkness. Very, very smart. He's setting up lethal for the following turn. It is likely that Chris has hand traps just because of like how weak his hand is, but Chris will have to, yeah, he has to set something at least now.
I
Yes,
feel
they-
like with
yeah.
all these monsters too, like him keeping a battling boxer on the field, yeah, managed to have one is possible.
It's going to be very hard for him to maintain Battle and Boxer on the field because of just because of like how big the monsters are on the opponent's side. Yeah. Necro Blue Eyes is like pretty uncommon right now though, just because like Thunder Dragon really fell off, and like you kind of have to have something for like you don't want to have dead cards versus like main decks like Water and the Mirror Match.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, there's the Veil.
There goes the.
So we will see Allured by Darkness on the following turn. Not sure if he's actually playing outs though, is the problem.
There's the
Temperance as well. Yeah,
Right,
there's
so-
Temperance. So
First
we're getting a
time
little
seeing
bit
that.
more information on this deck list now.
There goes the.
Mhm.
First time active. Let's go.
Mhm. Banishing
Awesome
Duo, that's
duo.
really bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
Surprise.
Okay, well, he drew Gold Sword, so he has
Cover it
something.
up.
Mhm.
So pros and cons.
Have we seen the level 5 yet? The level 5? Like Adrius? Or
Let's see. Level 5 rank. Grig. Thunder Dragon.
oh, no, we haven't. I think the level 5 is especially not that useful in without level 2, because like part of the reason it's really cool is that you can, if you open Aloof and you play the level, or you play like OG Thunder Dragon, you can make a rank 5 and drop Levineer in the same turn, pretty much guaranteed. but without it, it's just like there's not really a lot of situations you would be adding OG to your hand.
Spark into Spirit Master.
Yeah. Yeah, the Necro Valley's just like completely shut him off.
Guys, this life on the edge here.
I don't know if. Yeah. Spirit Revo? Temperance? I don't know if he can wall off for 3 more turns, right?
Looking like
He's getting another lord here, though.
oh yeah, it isn't for duel.
This will be his last one, yeah. So that's another reason why, I guess, why a lord is better than Destiny Draw, right? You can use it more than once. Oh my, that's pretty bad.
He's gonna Dragon Hunt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this feels like a stretch. Oh, he's letting it through. Balancer, yeah.
Hook him up.
But
Have a little feeding time on. Now he's no longer.
reading time from the book of.
Have you read that new Harry Potter?
Yeah, but this is not that hard, not that bad. Like, because it's playing Necro Valley, it's a lot weaker to the general meta. But it could also just be one Necro Valley that he like got lucky and drew early, right?
Or how many? Now that you, Ash gonna take that. So Chris taking his really effective Thunder Dragons right there. Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting 3. Oh, they're already going back in. So I think there's a repeat here.
Oh, it's not a repeat. It's a second deck, right? So another blue eyes. So, I mean, it's not that surprising coming out from Chris. But could this be the patented TZ strategy of 5 of like whatever deck? I hope it's at least a close war so we can see all their lineups. I want to take some notes, you know?
Yeah, they're making sure. Yeah, definitely. Got my notepad right here. No big lead. Wall Street getting ready. We can either take this one. Knock them off. Neck and neck again.
Yeah. Well, you're already seeing Chris's hand is way better than his opponent's.
This
is like the duality of Blue Eyes White Dragon hands, right? Like it's like either it's
everything.
It's like consonants, sage, melody, spirit, you know, or it's just like set stone pass. If you're lucky, you have TTX. Oh, here comes second consonants. Yep.
If it was me, I would have drew my 1 spirit. I'd have had 2 blue eyes in hand.
Drawing spirit is like sometimes really good too, to be honest. Like against like the water, if you just have like spirit, ancient rules, blue eyes, it's like really good.
Yeah, right, because you get the dodge and
yeah, especially if you have like dweller with like treacherous, it's like they're really boned, right?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, the more aggressive blue eyes bill, yeah, it makes it a little bit more okay to draw it.
Negate the stone as well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure both their builds are about the same. It's just that Ashes plays Necro Valley in addition to Tretch. I don't know if we saw book. I don't think we saw book of them. But I think Tretch is like really common in blue eyes right now.
stretching. Yeah,
Flexing those OTP blue eyes. Yeah.
Wouldn't expect blue eyes to OTK back. Got these bodies off.
Yeah, I'm actually really jealous of like the KC Grand tournament people because if they made, I think it's like because they got the Legend of Blue Eyes artwork for Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only get it from KCGT, and like for one thing, it's actually meta, and for two, like like we never got anything like that for the other worlds, so it's
right.
Yeah.
Leave it to Konami to something up to their top players, man.
Right? It's unfair. This is not equal.
Here, have 50 gems.
It's 2021. We need it. Yeah.
Have 50 apology gems.
50 apology gems. Yeah.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Don't spend it all in one. Can you even buy anything for less than 50 gems? You can get like the old packs right for 25.
Right. You can get 2 packs instead of 1.
Yeah, that's value.
Thanks for playing. Alright, so he's gonna drop the Necro Valley again. Sure he's not running 3 of those?
I feel like there's at least 2. But at the same time, it's like I'd also get why he didn't activate it on the first turn, right? Because like he knows it's the mirror match. Yeah, this has to go through. He needs this to resolve. Like, the set card needs to be a bluff, and if it's anything but a bluff, he just loses.
Oh my goodness! Here we go. What is that back row? It's treacherous.
It's trash.
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna tag out 2 so the blue eyes doesn't even die. iPad.
Really crucial pitch right.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried for Sensei now because there's no way Ash expected to lose to play a Blue Eyes mirror, right? So his second deck is probably not prepared for a Blue Eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I've yet to see popping up.
Yeah. Water is definitely a harder deck to use in Team Wars because it doesn't really hard counter anything, right?
Consider it a hard count.
I mean, it is favored, but not significantly. That's the issue, especially with the new builds that run like the treacherous and just like more cards that are good versus water.
Table going into the next game.
So the second deck is Cyber Dragon, looks like, or Lunalite, I guess. Pretty interesting. Like, so Cyber Dragon used to be a really good matchup into Blue Eyes, but now I think it's more even just because of how much more like aggressive Blue Eyes is.
Slamming spirits out all nice and early. Disrupt that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Setting 3. This is pretty crazy though. It's been a while since I've seen a Cyber Dragon player not open core. This is it's a rare occurrence, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Take some pictures, guys.
Hey, history being made right here.
Yeah, I feel like the main issue with now Blue Eyes, now like Cyber Dragon into Blue Eyes, like before it was really good because like Overflow could just like completely end their turn. And
Yeah.
now they have so many additional things they can do with like the ancient rules and even like Sage onto like a stone and then alternative as well. It makes it really hard to stop all their pushes with one overflow.
Everything is down, and he didn't open the core either, so he just has no machines.
Yeah.
So a fear of overflow. Nothing. Right? Summons most likely. That disrupt. Catches.
Hitting the storm. Oh, unless he has multiple, that was probably a really good hit. Not gonna lie.
You don't want your back row.
Yeah.
Just gonna turn.
Oh, what? We could be seeing like drowning mirror force. That was something that kind of became popular last week. Actually, I think TZ was the one who played it. And, like, he was like Cyber Dragon with like drowning mirror force in the main deck.
Holly.
I mean, he's definitely gonna go for Sun Dragon first, right? Like, there's just like no downside to going Helio, and then pop something, and then add back alternative, and then go for damage, right?
Oh, you already didn't activate anything last turn. Makes you feel a little bit.
Maybe like the only thing I could really see being a problem is like if you go into Heliopolis and then they just Book of Moon it, so you can't add back the alternative. But even then, it's like it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like they're obviously breaking too, right?
Because it have any has no act. I guess right. No charisma. He just has no machines. His cards are just going.
He's going for the hard volley. I don't know.
Mercy.
I feel like I don't know. I kind of disagree with this. Maybe he sees the Book of Moon delay. Right, like he sees Book of Moon delay, so then his play is to try to game through Book of Moon. That would make sense.
It is gonna go. There goes the.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna take it.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah. 4-1 now, or is it 5-1? 5-1, right?
oh yeah, 5-1. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, fucking Ash.
Like this lead is starting to become insurmountable.
That gap is starting to be created. It seems like they don't have a counter for the Wise deck. So my turn is.
Well, they haven't had a chance to counter it yet, right? Because they got
Oops. Hit the wrong button here. Anyway,
Otherwise, this.
go. Push the wrong button here. Was my turn. Oh, there we go. My turn down. Looking like another. With the Charger Light Brigade. Selling the Melody and Dragon War Duo. Boofing the Dragon Dark.
Yeah.
Really healthy.
It looks like
graveyard,
that kind
nice
was
and
also
early.
Thunder Dragon, but very different build. This is the normal standard level Duke type.
And they're already all dark. Shoot.
Oh. Yeah. This is like if you've been, I don't know if you've been playing the Turbo Duel event, but this is pretty much the entire meta.
Oh yeah.
Every single time it's like charge, Raiden, mill, roar, and dark, and then summon Levian or hit a card from their hand.
Yeah, this
Big bouncer. Yeah.
everywhere I go, Thunder Dragons.
Yeah.
Go to sleep, Thunder Dragons. I wake up. Thunder. That's a really explosive deck you can out game, especially if you're opening.
Not this version. This version plays a lot like this version is less grindy and it's a lot more explosive, but it's also like a little bit more bricky, I guess. At least in the sense that like because it has no defense, so then if you open a weak hand, you really can't. Like, you kind of just die.
Oh yeah,
This
that
doesn't look
is
like
the
a weak
risk
hand
you
to me.
take when you Thunder Dragon.
Yeah.
I could win, but then I could brick. Just rolling the dice
This
on
isn't
that
a
one.
weekend though, so it's probably a good spot.
Definitely. Yeah, Charger Light Brigade right off the bat. It's just
Yeah. Charge Levy, making sure to mill 3 darks like a good player.
so he's starting with 1 card less, and you got to deal with the Bouncer.
This is either Bouncer or M7. Sometimes they like to, yeah, it's Bouncer. Sometimes they like to M7 add back the Levineer, but taking with the Bouncer here for the solid negate.
So he's he's got his own melody.
Yeah, that's really important. Making sure that he can deal with the Bouncer immediately is really good. But as powerful as Blue Eyes is, it's very difficult for them to actually OTK. So I'd be surprised if this game actually, if like, and then if he doesn't win this turn, he probably still loses. I would think, yeah, because he's in a tough spot because like he uses the alternative effect, and then the Bouncer negates it, and then he can't really go Spirit Dragon because if he goes Spirit Dragon, he can't run over the Bouncer, and the Bouncer can negate the tag out.
Okay, so he had, but he was looking.
He's not even using. What's going on here?
Let's see. Maybe there's a method to.
I guess he was gonna end like this anyway. Yeah. Okay. This. Oh, maybe he has Tretch and he's gonna draw phase Tretch, and then tag out.
That could be
That would make sense. Yeah, I think that's the line. And then now that he's already used the level Duke, you won't have to worry about Fairy King, what's his face? Or Fairy Knight.
Oh, my turn. Oh,
Right, no, he didn't have it, so. Wait. What? Oh,
Rather
maybe
let
he
him
didn't
know.
have enough attributes in the grave at first. Yeah. Yeah, and now tagging
Protect
out.
himself.
The problem is this is probably not going to be enough, because if he has a Levineer, he can probably summon Duo with a 3100 attack.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Here's the other thing though, right? Like, if he can't clear this board entirely, like if he can't clear the Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, because we know he has Blue Eyes White Dragon in the hand, right? If he
Oh,
can get
true.
another one, then yeah, he can go into Neo Blue Eyes. It could be really strong.
Get him in a- oh,
Yeah, the Azure, yeah. Smartly summoning the Roaring Defense. But he's adding back alternative here. It's probably still game. Actually, if he has a feud in play, it's game, but it's not like the highest chance that he'll have it.
yeah, here goes. Add that alt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
have
he
the
drew.
Spirit Dragon.
That was his draw. Oh my god. Wait. If he can go Vermilion Dragon pop himself, and then he can go into Neo Blue Eyes for game. It's super 8, but he could do it. He's not gonna do it.
8. And grab a blue ice for fun. Oh, ultimate. Let's look.
Oh yeah, it's still a game like this, yeah.
Pressing here. Andy coaching.
I mean, it's game anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
This way is safer, but it's less cool, you know?
it is his turn. Is that a toggle of hand traps or is that a dragon dart?
It could be the Spirit Dragon delay, yeah.
Oh yeah, it does. Spirit Dragon.
Or Dark delay, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unmatched at.
Yeah. Very good for his team, too. Like, his team really needs this one, I think. Because I think they're 1-1 coming into this one, so. Like, if. Yeah.
Happening right now. So they're gonna use the last reap.
Yeah.
Hate to see it. You know, sometimes they're trying to bounce back in this mode. Chris is
I mean, at this point, right? Like,
it's because they don't have anything to match the blue eyes. If it seems like right now.
I mean, they probably like plan to use Thunder Dragon as their Blue Eyes counter, but it's just not working.
Off his. Adding a blue eye. And here we go. Here goes that card's a consonant.
Yeah. There is. Okay, so the opponent has Dragon Dark in their hand, right? Because you can see like there's like the delay here. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? It's like wow, double card of consonant, so good, and then their plays like set one pass. It doesn't even have if he doesn't have a trapper, he could just lose. Yeah. Oh, DD Crow, that's even more. Yeah.
Want to use one repeat?
Maybe use both now. They repeated their very first life. Okay, this is game. This is a game. That's why like it's like, oh wow, double card of consonants, right? So good.
Yeah.
But then in the end, like you just like, the play is still set one pass because the other like after drawing 4 cards, the cards in your hand still don't work together.
True.
I mean, even with the crow, right? Like you would force him to need like 1 more card for lethal, but it's not that much of a difference, right? Because then if he didn't have the crow, then he would have another card in hand that could potentially be lethal.
M7. Big push.
Yep. Exactly.
Alright, big explosive.
Yeah.
My turn, gonna take it.
Mhm.
Finally. Table.
7 to, after that huge streak, it's still like 7 to 4. It's not that much of a lead, right? Like 3 lives is a lot, but not insurmountable.
Oh, definitely. They can create the same sort of deck going. In the deck going, get a streak going with something they can't counter. But yeah, we'll see if that plays out, see if that plays itself out.
Yeah. Trap Dexter? Is that what they're saying? They want trap Dexter.
They want trap decks there and there.
Yeah.
D-Master GX redeem, no cursing.
No cursing.
No
What is
cursing.
that? Did one of us curse? I don't think so.
No.
Oh no, there's an actual thing. What do you even get with this?
They just
Oh, the streamer to stop cursing? That was a waste of 500 gems.
I put no cursing by mistake. Alright, so -1 is going. Get into every guy after the box comes out. We talking about our gems are a great investment. So -1 on the bottom.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
draw variant.
Only -1. I have a pretty good idea what this is. I would say it's Fire Kings. Just because, like, I know Neg's been on Fire Kings for a while, and he also he just played it yesterday, or the day before. Not yesterday. Oh, yesterday, right? In like some tournament.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so yesterday was Friday. Yeah. Kings, let's go. Duck fall. Alright, so he's gonna. So he. Gonna put that barong out there.
Yeah, so it is Fire Kings, unsurprisingly, but very weak opening, just like Barong Pass, right?
Yeah, not very scary. As like a Arvada just chilling on the board, ready to negate everything.
Yeah, right? If I had to guess, I think the back row would be Treacherous Trap Hole, right? Like, that makes a lot of sense. Why you would summon Barong and then set one, just to guarantee. I would probably Tretch this, just like, if your hand is that weak, I would just hope they have nothing.
Yeah, I don't
If
like
it's
the
Tretch,
idea
yeah.
of letting him fill that graveyard up early because that's when the things start getting out of hand. He's
Yeah,
letting
like-
it. He's gonna let it happen, and
Yeah.
didn't really mill
Flops the
anything.
mill though, so that's pretty good. It's just like, you're probably gonna have to Tretch something anyways, right? So, if you Tretch this, I think it has like a pretty decent chance of like making sure they end on something pretty weak. Because then even if he hawked back the roar like he just did,
Yeah,
at the dark, it would only be like, you just take 1600, it's not that big of a deal.
right here he's looking at that Vermilion play. Maybe it's Book of
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah, it is
Treacherous
Tretch.
right here.
He's gonna Tretch the Raiden now. Oh, he's not. He's gonna Tretch his two
Yes.
monsters. I disagree.
Yeah.
I feel like I would Tretch the. I wouldn't Tretch the dark.
And before it can do a left of Vermilion.
It's like-
Well, I guess he would have went for Vermilion most likely.
Like the only way, I'm trying to think about it. The only card that they could, the only hand they could have that would make it so you lose by Tretching, so that you lose by not Tretching the dark. That you would also, is if they is if they already had Duo in their hand. So then by Tretching it, yeah. But then every other hand is like, if they have Levianeer, then it's game anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was thinking maybe wait, so he summons the Vermilion.
'cause if
That
you
was
Tretch
the
yourself here, right? If you Tretch Raiden and yourself and you keep the dark, he doesn't search the Duo. So the only hand that you would lose to would be if he hard drew Duo and if he also didn't have Levianeer or anything, right? But the
You're saying
advantage you
the
get out of
dragon
that is that you get the search off Barong for the following turn, which would be really good.
So you're saying leave
Whereas
the-
if you, by Tretching it, like you lose to Levianeer, but you lose to Levianeer anyways, right? And then, yeah, so I feel like I would Tretch myself there. Maybe.
you would have left the Dragon Dark field.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I also think I probably would just Tretch the Raiden at the very beginning.
Yeah, right, just all the graveyard to look.
It's I mean, it's just like I'm just trying to think about it. I'm not. It's not necessarily a misplay because like I don't play the deck nearly as much as other people do. So, but I'm just trying to think like, yeah. The difference would be like you would have a search here, right? Like so, like that could be an Onslaught, that could be a Fire King Island. This is kind of awkward for Neg now though because he kind of has to deal with the Duo right now because the Duo would put back DD Crow on top of his deck, which
and that's
pretty
just
much
gonna
will
be a
shut
box.
off.
So he
Yeah.
does have the Onslaught.
Yeah, but
It's
the
just-
Onslaught can't summon Garunix because
Yeah, because he's
like, yeah, because then he'll put the DD Crow back on top and he'll Crow the Garunix. Yeah, I think he has to go for a rank 4. But then it's not like that seems really bad too. Like you just like use 2 level 4s to go into Direwolf to pop. Against Alistair, it'll be really good. Like really good.
oh no, and gonna pop at the end of it.
Is this even a play? This is a losing play, right? Like this doesn't even do anything. Maybe he drew Sphere Karibo, but oh my god, okay. I was about to say, is that another?
You're right. They're just gonna put
Oh,
two
okay,
bodies
okay,
on
okay. Yeah. Yeah, now he's gonna put the crow back on top, so you're not even gonna get that Barong search.
Loop and loop, bro.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna search.
Exactly. Yeah. I look back, I definitely think Tretch was. It's not an easy play to make, right? Because like you seem so vulnerable if you just Tretch yourself. But
both ways
if you think
lose,
of,
it's just
yeah.
like
he had, yeah, see, he had Lavinia anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Well, I guess if you Tretched the Raiden on the summon, then it would have been fine. But like at that point, once he already has the Dark on the field, it doesn't matter. Like you would lose anyways.
They're just snatching all his options. Probably has the level dude.
Yeah.
Exceed Shogun. Gonna make that M7.
Stand back the crow. Okay.
Ridiculous turn right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this was not a winnable game anyway, so it's fine. Like, even if he if he trashed himself, like he would have that would have been losing anyways. Oh.
Yeah, just off the 11 there.
If you trudge Raiden on summon, he has 1 in the grave. He hawks back to 2. I get that's the only way, right? Because he has yeah. As soon as the Raiden mills, the game's over.
7-5 now. You just has to win 2 times to even this.
Yeah.
Neg is on his second deck here. My turn is also on last deck. Follow up.
You said that, I was like, I didn't register that my turn is the name of the player. I'm like, what did you say?
Basically, I was like, when he came on, I was like, who's my turn? And then I looked on the list, I was like, oh, that's actually his name. But I say turn, you're like, playing the game. Both had it.
I guess they're probably deciding if it's worth it to repeat. I think they might have overlooked that the opponent does play DD Crow. We did see it in the previous game as well, so we might not repeat it.
That DD Crow is the one you duo.
Yeah, or even just like M7 adding it back to your hand. I was watching.
That's my first time ever.
Oh really? Yeah, I was. Oh, they are repeating it. I was watching a tournament game, and the guy it was versus Blue Eyes. He milled Psycho Reader, and then he M7s it back to his hand, and then he duels it back to his hand the following turn. It's like.
It's like these birds won't leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they just repeat Fire Kings into a main deck DD Crow? Maybe.
I mean,
maybe the follow-up deck
here's
was
the thing:
worse.
if the second deck is that bad, right, and they only have 2 players left, so they probably won't need to use both repeats on both of those players. So if they don't have to, then they might as well use it here, I guess.
going away. Like it will. Fair exchange.
Yeah, but just adding it in passing. I'm pretty sure that, especially since we already saw the DD crows, there's no spirit creepos or anything. Those crews not that good against spirit kings anyways. Oh, he's just gonna try to push for game here. Yeah. He even has Arvada.
And if he has a hand trap, he just negates it. So
yeah,
very, very safe. Yeah.
This matchup is 52 to 48 for Fire Kings. 52. That's so specific.
From my turn.
Yeah. We're just talking about like, oh, like he can like bring it back, and he's already gone. Didn't even finish the thought, and he's dead.
Like that quick win. He wasn't able to establish that Thunder Dragon brick hits when you definitely don't want it to every time.
Yeah. Well, it's not that reliable of a deck, right? I feel like if you're gonna bring a deck that's risky right now, it has to be Blue Eyes, just because like how much more auto in the Blue Eyes boards are.
Dude, Thunder Dragon. I'm a luck is on point that day. It does expand hands and it helped the matchups a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
O-ball.
Go ball? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
It could be to ball.
Two ball. I don't know.
Like
they're a Korean team, so I would assume some type of like more Asian sounding pronunciation.
guy for that.
I'm not gonna try either. I'm American.
America. Heck one. The bot is toe ball. Oh my god.
Okay, so they still have other Blue Eyes. Going first as well.
Endless neck hill.
Endless neck hill. Oh! It's Tobal is.
He's saying it's a bot.
Yeah, but that's like their owner. I didn't even realize that it's like the same thing, just backwards.
Neck eyes. Yeah, gonna have a spirit dragon and another big body to follow it up.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is like the poor man's version of the good board for Blue Eyes. Because usually, like, if they do it with like Sage and like Consonance and like Melody, they'll still have like 1 to 2 cards in hand. But then this is like, it's the same board, right? Like, it's like with trap card, but it's just like, oh, now they have no cards because
there was no rated off Sage.
yeah, exactly. Okay, so he has to have toggle on here, or else he's gonna be kind of boned. Because here's the so the way the specific chain links work is that you have to tag out now. Because if you don't tag out now, what'll happen, or like assuming the back row is nothing, right? You summon the Arvada, then on your turn, you can't tag out, right? Because Arvada negates you. So Garunik's graveyard effect will activate to summon, and then Arvada will negate. I don't know. Spirit Dragon will negate the Garunix, and then Arvada negates the Spirit Dragon. So then on top of that, you chain the Spirit Dragon to tag out. But the problem is that the Garunix on-field effect and the Azurize effect are both mandatory. So they'll be prioritized over optional effects, and the way that the chain link will be determined is by the turn player. So you as turn player, you'll be Azurize chain link 1, and then Garunix will be chain link 2 and blow up your board. Oh, wow. So he has to do it like this, yeah. Yeah.
Gonna lose 1 blue eye.
Yeah.
All right, that's some next level coaching.
What? They're not listening to me. I'm teaching you guys about, not teaching, but I'm like explaining how the game, how like an interaction works, you know?
Telling them
They're not
everything they
listening
need to
me.
know. They're over here. They got
I don't
their
even know if they
notebooks out.
understand English, you know?
They just took out their book bag when you started.
Or I didn't mean that in a racist kind of way. I just mean that I don't even know if they watch the stream.
I didn't mean that in a racist. All good, bro.
I take back what I said.
Give it back, no. Classic coach.
Classic.
We got Coach saying that normal summon Arvada was weird, champ. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
have
didn't
done it.
have to
Honestly,
summon.
he wouldn't.
He didn't have to summon it after he already tagged it. Like it was definitely correct to search it, but after summoning it, after like he tagged out, you didn't have to do it anymore. That's for sure. Playing around Crow. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, but this is not the Thunder Dragon deck anymore. I don't think this deck could play Crow.
Never see Crow. Coach Sang and Coach Ozo.
Yeah, like this is. So this is like the thing, right? So now he can just go into another Spirit Dragon, or he can potentially try to force lethal with Vermilion Dragon Mech, which is the riskier play for sure.
Made up his mind. He's made up his mind.
He's going for it. Oh my god, that's so bad.
I'm
He's not even attacking. He's not even attacking with the right monster first. No. No. Sphere, yeah.
Right, because
Okay, now the game's over.
Right, because if he would attack with that one, they would have revealed the.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like, if you were going to do that, you could have at least like
Got more.
gone into. You could have gone into like Vermilion, pop the thing, right? Yeah. And now you're gonna give him redraw too, so it's like the banish doesn't even matter. I feel like that was too greedy.
It's too. I feel like Blue Eyes put. There goes the Arvada.
Yeah. Well, now it's 9-5.
That is rough.
Yeah, like you could have done the same thing by going for Vermilion, and then you would at least keep your treacherous, right?
Right. Follow up. Kings.
I don't know. I think the matchup favors Blue Eyes, to be honest.
Oh, big. I guess he just
Yeah.
overran him.
It's just like.
I mean, the pop.
Yeah, I think like the Blue Eyes hand was a little weak. Is this another Thunder Dragon? Probably. It's like Thunder Dragon or Dark Lord.
Cards.
Yeah. I think based on like what we've seen, this is probably Dark Lords.
Match point.
If this is level tuning Dark Lords, I can say something about this matchup, but I want to wait to see if it is first. Yeah. Okay, set one pass. Mystical. Okay, so it's probably Dark Lord. Okay. Okay, so in this matchup, especially if you're using level tuning, it's extremely important to not waste your scepter. Okay, or you could waste it. That's fine. Like, or I should say, not waste your scepter with level tuning play, because that is how you cut off the Garunix. It's fine to use it here because he's doing like the actual Star Seraph combo, right? But like, you wouldn't just like summon it randomly
Oh,
without
gotcha.
and then like level tuning and then like make Ouroboros hit a card from their hand with like 2 Dark Lords. The reason for that is because you need Scepter in order to stop the Grunix loop. And the way you do that is like let's say you have 2 Dark Lords and have Grunix on the field. You summon Scepter, and then you can exceed into Ouroboros. You use Scepter, pop Grunix, and then Ouroboros can banish the Grunix from the graveyard. And then if they play 2 Grunix, then you've gotten rid of 1, so they can't loop them anymore. You can just like beat them from there. If they play 3, it's a little harder, but you can technically still stop them from looping you. You can still break the loop because you have double Sanctified Negate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually super Spanish.
Oh yeah, but like now it's like a lot harder because he not only did he waste the Star Seraphs, he also wasted the Ouroboros. Oh, but he passed his turn, so he's gonna get the Runic Spanish anyways. Of course, because why not?
Yes, sir. So contact. Now he's just establishing that board. He's got healthy graveyard. He's got a healthy graveyard. He's got the ban. He's got double ban, triple banishment. Jesus Christ.
Really strong hand. He popped one of his banishments with Ouroboros. Like that's how many he had.
Oh, ZDH Gaming is rating us with a party of 20. Welcome everybody with ZDH. You guys are watching Tier 0 versus Sensei. For Tier 0 right now on their match point.
He's playing it extremely safe. Like not even trying to commit to like forcing hand traps early. Which is like
how many banishments do you want? Yes.
It's actually fine because he's trying to put himself in a position where next turn he can attack with Amdusk so that he can force hand traps without triggering Destiny Draw. But I don't know if you need to slow roll it just because of how ahead you are. I won't say for sure that like going aggressive is correct though, just because I'm not sure myself. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about testing with the Amdusk because he won't initially trigger D-Draw. That would be definitely a start. But
yeah. But like it's a high chance that the Amdusk will attack into a Spiritriva or a Veil. So then you'll have to be triggering Destiny Draw anyways at some point.
Oh no, definitely right. Because the longer you let it go on, he's just going to draw into the options that you're worried about anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Because like let's say he Spiritriva's this, right? You're probably still going to attack, right? Because you want to force Veil and stuff anyways.
Kiteroid.
Kiteroid. So now you have to attack anyways.
Yeah. Like just get this thing out the way now. Because he said he's going to wait.
Has he not? Yeah, like he has to. Like he should be attacking.
He has Sank, like, and like.
Because like if you don't attack, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna attack again next turn, and then he's gonna negate with Kiteroid again.
At some point, you have to attack, and now he's just doing all this stuff now.
Yeah, like this is probably the card he would have Destiny Drew for anyways, right? Like.
So we're already now he's just gonna be looking for something more. Got the loop, not really a loop going, but he's gonna start digging.
Not yet, but
not yet,
he's setting some stuff up.
He's getting there.
He's doing some things. So like here's the thing, right? You don't want to give him Destiny. You don't want to give him like the one best card in his hand. So that's why he's not attacking, which I get. But is it really worth giving him like 3 more cards instead of giving him one? Like instead of giving him 1 card for sure, you're gonna give him 3 cards, and one of those 3 cards could still be the card he would Destiny Draw for at that point.
Oh yeah, exactly. Book a Moon your Ouroboros and use the banish. Device.
It's possible, but like the thing is, it's not that easy to set up because he would need to negate. He would need to negate the Grunix on-field effect, so and then after that he would have to get the Grunix into the graveyard. And after that he would have to banish it. Yeah.
Trigger the wrong.
So he still has level tuning up, which is pretty good, but I don't really see like any value to using it. Like the Dark Lords are obviously better right now, just at controlling the board.
But he's Garunic. You already know
Yeah.
he's not gonna be caught off.
It is important for him to clear the Garunix though, because what he's trying to, he wants to make sure that he doesn't, especially since he's at 1,000, he needs to make sure that he can pay. Okay, so he's using the effective balance right here.
Does have that
kind of weird. Yeah.
Have another.
Well, he's gonna sanctify here, I assume, right? But I don't know. Like this play seems really weird. And he's sending the desire.
I'm assuming that his way of getting 5 points very bounce back. But now it's up to him.
So he has only one action. I see why. His hand is Onslaught, Garunix, and Arvada. So only, and he has Kite Word in the grave. So only if the last card in his hand is not a hand trap, then it's game. That's why he's doing it like this.
Or no, the 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure that he gets.
Yeah. Why? Okay, so he should attack with Ouroboros here, but it's only 250 more damage. It's fine. And then here comes Furturibo. Yeah. So he misses out on a little bit of damage there, but it's probably okay. I think he has to negate right. I think he has to negate himself right now, or else he loses. And he could have Book of Moon. It's fine.
I was told I would just straight Necro. Those Onslaught.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, so that's the third Garunic, because the second one's in his hand already.
They're bringing out the
Okay. And he's gonna loop, yeah. I stuttered really hard there.
Here we go. So he's only gonna be able to do one Sanctify. Trying to threaten that whole board clear.
Mm-hmm.
Arma cut.
Oh my.
Oh my, where's that come from?
Whoa.
Oh no, and his oh my god.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why. That's game. My. He has no Garunixes.
Wow. Oh,
he should have just been attacking from the beginning if he had that.
Yeah, this is.
Say the phrase? I don't know the phrase. Which phrase?
Say the phrase.
The phrase. That's game Gabe?
That's game Gabe?
Yeah.
That karma cut was nasty.
That's game, Nick. It's like at this point he could just attack with everything, and like he's already triggered Deidre, and it's like his deck has no win condition. He Destiny drew for Veil too, which is like really not doing anything.
That is.
I disagree with Destiny drawing for Veil, just because you're at 1500. What kind of damage can you really take that would, you know what I mean?
After you taking like a big chunk already, the more life points you take, the less valuable the Veil becomes. But yeah, that karma cut, I'm pretty sure he did not expect that. I didn't expect that. That came out of nowhere. That's definitely a left field Dark Lord choice. I'm out win con. So Tabal is going to preserve the link. They will continue another game. Oh, that is it for Neg 1.
Yeah. So I guess we will get to see either Trap Dexter or Master.
Everyone deficit.
Did you hear that? Okay, okay. Never mind.
It better be Trap.
Better be Trap.
Trap is the people's champ.
Yeah. Or Master. I'm fine with both. All coaching jokes aside, that was okay. Thank you. You heard my mom? Well, that was my dad, so.
So Masterk is gonna come in.
If they said Master, they have no heart. Now they're saving
no
Trap
heart.
Dexter for last. Final boss. Okay, so Blue Eyes. Okay, okay. So, if this is like the standard normal Blue Eyes deck, like the current version with like Treacherous and stuff, I actually think it's not as favorable versus Dark Lords than old, like the
Karma Cut
older one with
background.
Karma Cut. Yeah, exactly. Because, alright, so for one thing, obviously, like Treacherous can get stopped by Tez, but that's not it. It's also because after you use the first Treacherous, the second, like, you don't have a, like, other, like, you might play Book of Moon, but you don't have, like, another Treacherous trap hole that you can use, right? So then you can, like, you kind of have to push. But if you push and you don't have game, then that's Utopia Ray, right? The Almighty Ray.
Yeah, we already saw that play out in the earlier stages of this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Consonants and that young ancient.
Has Dex even played team? Oh man, that was a really weak hand. He might have. Oh my god, man,
MST
this
got
could
the
be
Karma
game.
Cut.
This could be game. This could be game. Yeah. There's
Sweet
actually.
talking.
Okay.
Yeah, he must have the contact or a Nastin or a stick chair combo.
It's not necessarily, but I feel like so it is Karma Cut version. Okay.
Okay, he doesn't have full
And
combo.
he doesn't. Mm-hmm.
No
That
living
was
room
that was a kind of unnecessary Cosmic Cyclone, then I think, or MST, I think.
if you don't have the combo, what
I
was-
guess
he
maybe
wasn't
he was
gonna
afraid of
address.
maybe he was afraid of like Divine Wrath, I guess, or like Providence. Kind of weird, but okay. Book of Moon on the Sage. Mm,
Still gonna get the stone. If you have the consonant.
mm. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he has constant. I think because like, if he had constants, I feel like he would bluff set it, right?
Maybe. We have been seeing a lot of that.
So yeah, like the Blue Eyes with Karma is definitely much better, like a very strong matchup than the Dark Lords because you have like the consistent flow of trap cards.
Just played OG Thunder. Does that deck count as an OG?
Oh
I guess, right? Saves. Is it a sarcophagus?
this is really weak. Okay, add back the banishment. This is still extremely weak. I think this game's
Banishment into contact.
maybe if like the back row is a bluff. I think the back row is like another Karma Cut. And like that's what he would have discarded for the first Karma Cut. Because his other card in hand is Blue Eyes White No, actually he summoned the Blue Eyes with ancient rules. Okay. Adding sanctified. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and he's gonna body at the. I don't think he has a spirit in the grave. That'll probably be coming out at the end of the.
Yeah, exactly. He's bummed.
There it goes. There goes that constant trap string.
Yep.
Master is gonna take it.
So yeah, that's a perfect example of why like the karma is so much more effective versus Dark Lords than like Tretch. Like if he was playing the Tretch version and the first one got MSC, the second one's dead, right?
There's that off chance that like contact plays, you could just in the chain move multiple Dark Lord karma cut. Just woke up. Jesus.
Alright. I gotta go, but good casting with you, Diana. Alright, peace.
Sure.
Yeah.
Over? I just joined in. Yes, it just ended right now. And this... I just joined in. Oh, sorry, guys. An epic duel. An epic duel nonetheless. 10-6, not too bad at all, you know. Is there another game going on right now? Anything going on? Who we hosting? Who we hosting? Gayov God Saj. It'd be like that. High price food. It looks like we're getting an interview here with Chris, possibly. Yep, Chris is coming in for an interview. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Also,
me?
that's good.
Channel's full. Oh, it's only we go down. Come down with me.
Right.
But now try, Chris. There we go. Congratulations on you guys win. Chris going crazy with that allure Thunder Dragons.
Hey, where did Andy go?
You got to tell us what made you choose that. We were guessing. We were trying to guess the skill the whole time.
Yeah, well, I don't like how the standard Thunder is, like the level dope build, because I think it's predictable and linear. And like there are not that many good decks in my opinion in this meta. So I'm like, okay, I'll play Blue Eyes, which is for sure a good deck, and I'll play one more that I think is good.
Definitely pulled some crazy big brain plays with that deck. I mean, having the hand traps, you can also dodge. You can kind of give yourself extra turns to deal with the Blue protection of the Azure, stuff like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that deck more because it's not as predictable as normal Thunders.
Yeah, you can't just easily spam the XYZs. We were noticing that, but I mean, still we're making XYZs
even if I
nonetheless.
don't OTK, I can still survive next turns.
Crazy game.
Thank you.
Yes. And
I'm just here. I'm
just
Chris's
here.
handler.
He's the bodyguard. Well then,
No.
any plans for the future?
We wanna keep this up because last week we lost, we underperformed to be honest, we played poorly. Our planning was good, but the execution was like don't want to say super bad, I will just say bad. So I think we need to work a bit on that to
the actual
just
ban list.
polish our place.
The actual ban list actually just went live within this last week, and we're still waiting on the skill one. So I mean, we're still early on. So I mean, there's probably decks out there that haven't been discovered just yet. But no, this is a start.
I think so. I
Right?
thought so that like at the start of even in the previous format when we had Noble Knights and Desperado, I didn't think the format was completely solved. I don't know.
You definitely played a strong game, and Dex is asking you to thank him for coaching you. But that was your thing. Dex is such a stand-up guy.
Because we had performed last week, we wanted to win with only 4 players. That's why he was on the lineup.
Oh, okay, I get it. Well, right on, man. Well,
But thank you also to our opponents. I liked some of their decks they used. Like they understood the meta.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
definitely. So,
Thanks for streaming.
any shout outs you guys want to give out before we shut it down?
Shout out to Willie that joined the voice chat until when the war was over, like usual.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dexter for joining even though he knows he will never play.
You're gonna keep that bench warm, yes. You know. So yeah.
That's about it.
Well, thanks for coming out, guys, and appreciate it. Good luck to you guys in
Thanks for
future
having us.
games.
Thank you
Yeah.
for streaming and did this.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys don't know who I be, I am Dark. If you guys want to see more from me, you can definitely check me out at Duel Links Lounge. I guess we're gonna host Duel Links Entertainment. So thank you all for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, as well. Chris and -1.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Take it easy.
You guys as well. Peace out, everybody. Be out of here.